Children, today I will start the new chapter in Bio, class 8, that is human body. First, control and coordination. Before studying the control and coordination, we should know what is stimulus. Because stimulus, response, these are the terms which will be used in the control and coordination chapter. So stimulus means any change in the environment to which an organism reacts or responds. एनवायरमेंट में जो भी चेंजेस एनवायरमेंट में होता है जिसके कारण कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म रिएक्ट करते हैं या रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टिमुलस. लाइक कोल्ड, हीट, स्मेल, टच, these are the stimulus, and the reaction which comes after touching a cold object or hot object, or if we smell something, that is called response. Response means reaction of an organism to stimulus, and the response to stimuli, it can be seen in all living organism, whether it is a plant or a animal. Like you have seen sunflower plant. What happens to the sunflower plant? The sunflower plant, they move towards the sun. जिधर जिधर सन का डायरेक्शन जाता है वहां वो अपना फेस को टर्न कर लेते हैं. तो यहाँ पे जो सन है या हीट ऑफ द सन, दैट इज कॉल्ड द स्टिमुलस. एंड व्हाट इज द रिस्पॉन्स? दैट फेसिंग ऑफ द सनफ्लावर टुवर्ड्स द सन. सो हियर वी कैन सी दैट द सन इज द स्टिमुलस एंड moving towards the sun or facing towards the sun is called the response. In the same way, in all living organism, another example I am giving you, like in the touch-me-not plant, you might have heard about. And in the touch-me-not plant, what happens when we touch it? Then the plants or the leaves of the plant, they get folded. Means touching is our stimulus and folding of the leaf is called the response. So here, every living organism, they have response to stimuli. One more example I want to tell you, like moving our hand on touching a hot object. Whenever we touch a hot object, hot glass or any metal, then what happens? We immediately take out our hand. So that hot object is the stimulus, and moving our hand from that hot object immediately is called the response. Now, whatever these stimulus and response, whatever the movements occur in our body or in the body of the living organism, they are controlled by the nervous system and endocrine system. The nervous system actually mainly consists of the brain and the spinal cord, but endocrine system mainly consists of the hormones. Now, here comes the question: what is hormone? Hormone is actually the chemical substance which are secreted in the endocrine glands, and some chemical substance they are directly secreted in the blood. That is called the hormones. These hormones play an important role in the control and coordination, as well as the nervous system. Nervous system means you all know about brain. Brain is the control center of all human beings and other animals. So brain is the control center, means it comes to the nervous system, as well as the endocrine system means the hormone which are present. Now, how these messages or the impulses are transmitted from different parts of our body or in the nervous system to the brain. So with this nervous system is a control system responsible for sending electrical message in the form of nerve impulse. Means whatever the message which our body react, this message is sent to the brain for further actions. And hormone, I have already told you, these are the chemical substances which are secreted in the endocrine glands, and these endocrine glands, they secrete the hormones, and these hormones help in control and coordination of different activities of the body. Now we come to the nerve cell. Nerve cell is actually, or nerve, we can say simply neuron. If we study the structure of the nerve is just like a wire in which the electrical impulse is transmitted. Like in wire the current passes, in the same way in our body the nerve transmit the electrical impulse from one part of the body to the brain and directly to the brain, we can say. And this nerve is made up of millions of neurons. So when we draw the structure of the neuron, in our body millions of neurons is present and these neurons are connected with one another. So if we draw the structure of the neuron mainly consists of three parts. Here I have drawn the structure of the neuron. So this part is called the cell body. Cell body means it consists of the nucleus, the cytoplasm and the dendron. So this whole part consists of the cell body. So this is the first part of the neuron. Second, which is the longest part of the neuron, is called the axon. This one. Here. So this is called the axon, in which here we can see the synapse. Synapse means it is a junction in which the one neuron is connected to the other. In the same way, one neuron is connected to other and millions of neurons are connected with each other and the impulses are transmitted from one neuron to another neuron. So this is the longest part of the, we can say the neuron, and the last part, that is called the terminal dendron, it is connected to the axon. Now here, how this neuron function or how this neuron works. So this neuron works like whenever we receive any signals or any message or any stimulus, what happens when first it comes to the cell body, means this part. The nucleus, the cytoplasm and the dendron. These dendron, which are the hair-like structures, these are called dendron. They only receive the whatever the stimulus, and from here it is transmitted to the axon, and from axon this impulse is transmitted to the terminal dendron, and this terminal dendron is connected to the muscles and the glands. Now these muscles and the glands, when they receive the signals or the impulse, then these muscles and glands react according to the whatever the stimulus they get. And these nerve cells are of three types: sensory neuron, motor neuron and association neuron, according to the function they perform. Sensory neuron, as the name indicates, it is related with the sense organ, means the impulse is carried from sense organ to the brain or spinal cord. तो सेंस ऑर्गन से ब्रेन और स्पाइनल कॉर्ड तक जो मैसेज पहुंचता है या जो न्यूरॉन कैरी करता है वो मैसेज को, दैट इज कॉल्ड सेंसरी न्यूरॉन. मोटर न्यूरॉन इज जस्ट अपोजिट ऑफ सेंसरी न्यूरॉन, मीन्स मोटर न्यूरॉन कैरी द मैसेज फ्रॉम ब्रेन और स्पाइनल कॉर्ड टू द मसल्स एंड ग्लैंड्स. Muscles and glands means when the message is reached to the muscles and glands, then muscles and glands react or they show the response. So these motor neuron carry the message from brain or spinal cord to the muscles and glands. And the third one, that is the association neuron, and actually it is also called the mixed neuron because it is a mixture of sensory and motor, means it connects both the sensory neuron and the motor neuron, and that is only called the association neuron or mixed neuron. Now we come to parts of the nervous system. What is actually the different parts of the nervous system? So you have heard or you have studied in lower classes that our nervous system is mainly made up of brain and spinal cord. The brain is, when we study the structure of the brain is divided into three parts: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. So cerebrum is the main thinking part of the brain, means whatever we think, our intelligence, our logical reasoning or whatever the knowledge or memory, they are stored in the cerebrum part of the brain. And cerebellum is called the second part of the brain in which the different balancing, means we can say cerebellum is the balancing part of the brain. Here whatever like when we are standing, when we are sitting, or when we are riding a bicycle, or when we are riding a bike or anything, when we are swimming or dancing, so this cerebellum part, they balance our body posture. So that is the balancing part, we can say cerebellum. And the third is the medulla oblongata, and that is the main helps in the reflex action. Reflex action means automatic action which are controlled by the spinal cord. So medulla also helps to control the reflex action which are the action which are coming automatically from our body, like sneezing. We sneeze, we yawn. So these are the reflex action which are controlled by the medulla oblongata. So these are the main different parts of the brain. That is the cerebrum, which is the thinking part of the brain. Cerebellum is the balancing part, and medulla oblongata helps in the reflex action as well as some involuntary actions. Involuntary actions mean those actions which are not controlled by our will. Means they occurs automatically. They do automatically. So they are called reflex action also. So these are the different parts of the brain. Further topics I will teach you in the next class. Thank you.